Caolan, looking forward to a big game on Saturday against Dublin, the best team in the country. People are underplaying, I suppose, the National League given the circumstances of perhaps no final, but that doesn't really matter when you're going to Breffni Park to meet the Dubs.
No, any day you go out and play Dublin, they're the best team in the country the last few years now. Any day you go out and play against them is another day to work hard, test yourself. You're coming up probably against one of the best players in the country. Yeah, they're Kieran Kilkenny, Conor Callahan, Brian Fenton, something like that. So you're testing yourself at the highest level, and that's something we look forward to now at the weekend.
It's been hard one to get there, Caolan, just reflecting on the three games. I mean, the three tight games against Tyrone, Monaghan and Armagh. We didn't expect anything less, but you guys had to work hard to get results in all of those games.
As you've seen yourself now, there's not much between the four teams, and I suppose we showed good character, especially in the Armagh game and in the Monaghan game, to come back whenever we were down by that good bit now. So again, something to build on, take the learnings from those games now and working them at the weekend again.
There's been very little time for preparation given the COVID situation, that Caolan. Do you think that affected people going in, that those big games were coming week after week without too much preparation?
Well, I suppose we were doing work on our own before the game started, like before in lockdown. But again, you can't replicate those game situations, and you've seen yourself, there's been a couple of injuries, so working week after week after week, it is hard, and it is a challenge for everyone to keep their body right.
It's a confidence booster the way you came back against Monaghan, 9 points down and 6 or 7 down against Armagh, and looking down and out at times during those games.
Definitely we show good character, boys coming off the bench when Michael got hurt against Monaghan, and when Neil had to pull out at the start of the Armagh game, boys come in and do a job and show good character, and we done well in both games to come back and get a result now.
Yeah, Declan mentioned he'd used 28 players in the National League. I mean, that speaks volumes about the strength of the squad given the results that you've got.
If you're watching training during the week, like there's competition for every place. Even myself, like there's boys breathing down my neck looking for that jersey.
You just mentioned at the press conference prior to this interview, you know, that you were around the county squad for a long time before establishing yourself, Caolan. I mean, you must be delighted with the way things have gone in the last year or two now. Haven't been so patient.
Obviously now you work hard. As I was saying, it's been a good few years here now and not getting much reward for it, but that makes you that wee bit hungrier to come back if you want to prove to yourself. So I feel like I've just worked hard, but again, I can't rest on my laurels because there's plenty of boys looking for that jersey.
And in terms of confidence as a player, I mean, how much difference does it make the fact that you have been starting regularly now over the last 18 months or 2 years?
It is a confidence booster. You start to feel a wee bit more comfortable in those scenarios. You get a wee bit better at your decision making and playing at that intensity and stuff, and you build a wee bit of momentum playing week after week.
Yeah, because coming from an intermediate side like Buncrana, a successful one, we'd have to say, it still can be difficult if you're not playing senior football, senior championship football in the county, to really catch the eye of the manager. But I suppose you and Declan have had a long relationship.
I've known Declan since I was 17 or 18 now, so I think he knows what I can do. But again, you come out here during the week and at the weekend and you work hard and you get your chance in training games to come up against those players and show what you can do. So everyone has that opportunity.
And there's great spirit in the camp.
There is good spirit in the camp. Like we've been building nicely. We've had a good few results. We've shown a good bit of character and a good bit of confidence buzzing through the boys.
Interesting point that sometimes you get more out of games like the Monaghan and Armagh games given the circumstances of them than you would maybe with winning by 10 or 12 points. Is that fair comment, Caolan?
I suppose it is. I suppose we can take the learnings from those games and in the Monaghan game see where we shipped those goals and where we started slowly in the Armagh game. We can take the learnings from that and hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, and Declan made it clear in there that, you know, you're taking this game against Dublin very seriously. Although the championship is only 2 weeks down the road, you're playing the best team in the country. You want to give a good account of yourself.
Yeah, it's a chance to test yourself against the best team in the country, and you don't go out any day to lose a game. We're going out to win every game we play, so it's just another one.
And the challenge of keeping your place in the team continues for everybody.
For everybody. There's people there ready to step in. As you said, 28 players have played so far, and no doubt there'll be another few this weekend.